Good evening and welcome to Vermillion Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Katie Luaday, who is refusing to put on a headset, so she will not be speaking. But we are here, a make-or-break game for the Post 1, Vermillion Post 1, and for T. Post 266 Tincaps. Both teams have one loss, so another loss will end their seasons. The winner tonight will go on to play tomorrow. And Vermillion, these two teams have played twice before. This is the third game between them, and they have tied. They have split the previous two games. So we'll take a look at their schedules, how they both got here. We'll take a look at the rest of the Region 3B tournament, where the winner will play tomorrow. And we'll take a look at those first two games when we come back after these messages. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher, alongside Katie Luaday from Lennox, South Dakota. We'll be back right after this.
Piper, the sign says it all. Flowers and gifts. The store is bustling with something new all the time. There are flowers for any occasion, weddings, anniversary, birthday, or just to say I love you. There's coffee, soups, dips, and sweets. Need to give someone a chuckle? The socks say it all. Home decor, candles, jewelry, memorial items are all found at your gift store of Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, corner of 15th and Broadway in Yankton. You can also shop online, and best of all, we deliver too.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family, from pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with the work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Need a new set of tires? Look to Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. How about some accessories like WeatherTech floor mats, Access roll-up truck covers, bed liners, remote car starters, and thousands of other products. Hey, you can look at everything at your convenience online too at carlsonsbodyshop.com. No wonder the song says,
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop, your complete car care center.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermillion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermillion.
The first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Lenox, South Dakota, where the Vermillion Post 1 is taking on T Post 266 as we get ready to announce the starting lineups. Just to kind of look at how these two teams got here. Vermillion, they're 8-11 on the season. They started off their year with a loss at Brandon Valley, 17-1. They lost to J.C. Brager out of Lincoln Southeast, 12-9. They defeated Legion Black Post 15, 12-1. Fell to Dakota Valley 5-4. Fell to Yankton Post 12 and Tabor Legion Post 183 5-0 and 3-2. They lost to Del Rapids 15-11, and that is when things turned around for this team. They won 2 in a row over Baltic Colton and Wagner. They fell to the Falkton Hitmen 3-2. They then fell to T 5-4. They defeated EPJ 4-1. They fell to Post 174 Lenox that they fell to again yesterday 4-3. They fell to Dakota Valley 8-4, and then they defeated Baltic Colton 6-2. Defeated this T team 2-0. Beat Humboldt Hartford 13-3, and beat the Post 152 79ers out of Scotland Menno Freeman 2-0. Then yesterday they did fall 4-0 to Lenox in a near perfect game by Isaac Bambus, and then they are up tonight against T, who won earlier today over Dakota Valley. And then the game right before this in the winner's bracket, EPJ did defeat Lenox. And so that is how we got here. Now, let's take a look at starting lineups. The starting lineups for your Vermillion Post 1. Leading off and playing shortstop, Connor Peterson. Batting second, playing center field, number 5, Mikey Robe. Batting third, playing second base, number 2, Trey Hansen. Batting cleanup and playing first base, number 7, Jack Moskowitz. Batting fifth and catching, number 11, Tate Haig. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 10, Carter Hansen. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 24, Connor Rohrig. Batting eighth and playing right field is Carson Preister. And batting ninth and pitching is number 4, Hayden Christofferson. It does appear that Nolan Nygren is not around tonight. I don't see him on the lineup sheet at all. And let's take a look at that starting lineup for T. Leading off and playing second base, Mason Schramm. Batting second, playing center field, Tim Halber. Batting third, playing shortstop, Clayton Schwabach. Somebody had written Johnson here, but it's Schwabach. Batting cleanup and playing right field, Gavin Johnson. Batting fifth and catching, Carter Turek. Batting sixth and DHing, Dylan Larson. Batting seventh and playing left field, Ben Vasika. Batting eighth at first base, Boston Williamson. And batting ninth and playing third base, Jake Lindgren. On the mound tonight for T will be number 4, Nate Christensen. So again, Vermillion will start in the field. They are the home team tonight. And so T will be up to bat first. So again, these two teams split earlier this season in 2 close matchups, so this one should be a good one. Again, pitching tonight for Vermillion is Hayden Christofferson. He's really come on here towards the end of the season. He's really found his rhythm. Not too many walks, getting a lot of strikeouts. But pitching to contact, allowing the defense to do its thing, just like last night. No errors out in the field. And that will almost always lead to success. Unfortunately, it did not last night, but when you have a perfect game practically pitched against you, that does make it difficult. So, we'll be back in 1 minute here on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. This is Vermillion Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank alongside Katie Lewiday. I'm Michael Schumacher, and we'll be right back.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermillion.
The wait when your furnace and AC needs repair by joining Larry's Heating and Cooling Comfort Care and Elite Care Club. Larry's Comfort Care Club features seasonal maintenance discounts on service and no overtime charges. Larry's Elite Club includes seasonal maintenance, free parts, free labor, free service calls, and both mean you are in front of the line for service. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling and sign up for the Comfort Care or Elite Care Club. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermillion.
Welcome back to Lenox, South Dakota. My name is Michael Schumacher as we're getting ready for Post 1 baseball against the Post 266 Tincaps. Again, they have split this season, and so this will be the deciding game, and it'll be the deciding game for somebody's season as the loser will go home, and their winner will go on to play tomorrow. So we'll discuss more about that Region 3B championship, rest of the championship as we go. But we are getting ready to start again. Left to right, it is Connor Rohrig, Mikey Robe, and Carson Preister in the outfield. Carter Hansen, Connor Peterson, Trey Hansen, and Jack Moskowitz in the infield. And here's the first pitch. That is a ball to Mason Schramm. 1-0. That's in for a strike. 1-1. Again, batting this inning will be Mason Schramm, Tim Halber, and Clayton Schwabach. Halber, one of the better center fielders you're going to find. He and Mikey Robe really patrol well out there. Swing and a miss from Schramm. Makes count 1-2. That pitch is fouled off in the direction of the vehicle, but nope, we're going to be okay. Almost hit a car driving by, which would have been interesting. Ooh, $1 for foul balls. Here's some side income there. Ooh, that must have just been outside because it looked good vertically. So 2-2 is the count to Mason Schramm. And that is a called strike 3. So Hayden Christopherson gets off to a great start with his first strikeout of the game for the first out. So 1 up, 1 down. That does bring up center fielder Tim Halber. On deck, shortstop Clayton Schwabach. That pitch is lifted, and Peterson will make the catch behind second base. Connor Peterson showing the glove. Oh, they're there. Connor Peterson making a nice play back there at short. So quickly 2 up and 2 down here in the top half of the first inning. So that brings up shortstop Clayton Schwabach. On deck, right fielder Gavin Johnson. First pitch to Schwabach in for a strike, 0-1. That ball is chopped over to Connor Peterson, fielded cleanly. Throw over to Moskowitz in time for an easy 6-3 putout in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. At the end of half an inning, it's Vermillion 0, T 0. We'll be back with the Vermillion half of the first after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
You are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills. We'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermillion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit MasabaInc.com to learn more.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermillion. Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and with the 6-wheel drive and low-range transfer case, they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is teaming up with Clark's Reynolds in Yankton, bringing you a wide range of hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more to get the job done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment for all your concrete needs, and Clark's Reynolds, your rental equipment headquarters.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher, voice of Vermillion Athletics, as we are in the bottom half of the first, as Vermillion Post 1 looks to continue their season as they are taking on T, Post 266. Here's the first pitch to leadoff batter Connor Peterson from Nate Christensen. That is in for a strike, 0-1. Peterson got the lone hit yesterday for Vermillion. That pitch lifted high down the right field line. Giving chase is first baseman Williamson, but he is not able to reach it. That count is now 0-2. Batting this inning for Vermillion will be Connor Peterson, Mikey Robe, and Trey Hansen. Christensen winds up and delivers. That is lifted out into shallow right field. And Vermillion avoids a no-hit perfect game right away here, as that is the first hit of the game for either team. Vermillion now has a runner on first in Connor Peterson. And that will bring up center fielder Mikey Robe. Robe shows bunt, but does not offer at the pitch. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. So Christensen working from the stretch, comes set, throws over to first, and that is not in time. Christensen comes home. That is bunted down the first baseline. That is foul. Moves the count to 1-1. Get on deck, second baseman Trey Hansen. Connor Peterson on first. Got leadoff batter getting on board. Peterson takes a nice lead, not a huge lead. Christensen will throw over there. And that gets away a little bit from the first baseman, but not nearly far enough for Peterson to advance. Williamson playing first base. A good pitcher. Really kept Vermillion at bay in the first matchup. That pitch is a little bit high. 2-1. So again, the winner of this game will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow, which gets me out of the office earlier. That's not too bad. Here's the delivery. Oh, bunts at it. That is popped in the air. Oh, no. Christensen's not able to get to it, but he does try to field it in the field of play, and Peterson had run back to first, so he is forced out at second. Robe is aboard on a fielder's choice. You know, Peterson just caught in no man's land. Because if it had been caught and he were running full board to second, then he's going to get thrown out at first. But the fact that they made the attempt in play, rolls out of bounds, or rolls foul, just unfortunate for Peterson. So now 1 on and 1 down for Trey Hansen. On deck, Jack Moskowitz. And the first pitch to Hansen is out of the zone, 1-0. Trey Hansen coming off a successful golf season last year and basketball season. Looks to bunt. Does not offer. Here's the throw down to second, and Robe is in. Robe is just too fast. It's going to take quite the pitching-catching combo to keep him from stealing a base. So now in scoring position, count is 2-0 on Hansen. Robe with a nice lead off of second. Fouled off by Hansen. 2-1. Again, Trey Hansen, nice basketball season last year. Also golfing for state championships for golf. But all conference, became one of the leaders, if not the leader of that basketball team last year. Looks to repeat this year. Trip to state. That is laced out into right center field, and that will drop. That is going to reach the fence nearly. Hansen rounds first. He'll head to second. Robe rounds third, and he is coming home. There will not be a play at the plate. That is a RBI double for Trey Hansen, and Vermillion gets on the board first, 1-0. That is a big momentum swing for this Vermillion team to get that first run across. So now with one down and a runner on first, that brings up first baseman Jack Moskowitz. Almost said pitcher. He was pitcher last night. Pitched the full 6 innings. On deck, catcher Tate Haig. That pitch is lifted out into right field. That should be caught, but Hansen will tag. He's going to head to third. There will be a play at third. Here's the throw, and he is in safely. And that throw gets by the third baseman, but is backed up by the pitcher. So Hansen now at third on the sacrifice by Moskowitz. And that'll bring up catcher Tate Haig with Carter Hansen, third baseman, on deck. So the second run of the game is 90 feet away, but there are 2 down. So Tate Haig, had a chance to talk with him a couple of weeks ago. We'll get that interview up on Vermillion streaming shortly. First pitch into Haig is a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 0-2. Now, being a right-handed pitcher and the runner being on third, Christensen not working from the stretch anymore. Not too worried about a steal of home. Here's the windup and the delivery. That is fouled straight back into the netting. Connor Rohrig runs to get that from behind the plate. Again, Connor, student coaching the 16U team for Vermillion. He's also helping out Coach O'Boyle for the football team. And he'll be helping Coach Drake with basketball. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That is reached out by Haig. And that is hit over to second, over to first for a 4-3 putout. But in the inning, Vermillion does get 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, 1 runner left on base. At the end of 1, Post 1 leads 1-0 over T Post 266. We'll be back with the second inning after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Your crew is craving Pizza Ranch? It's easy to order online at pizzaranch.com. Online ordering makes it fast and easy to order craveable crispy ranch chicken or build your favorite pizza exactly how you like it. And now, for even more convenience, place your favorite order with just 1 tap. So when you're craving pizza or the country's best chicken, go to pizzaranch.com and start your order. For craveable food and convenient online ordering, there's so much to love at Pizza Ranch.
For the Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's doubled with the Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher as we are bringing you Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. After 1 inning on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, Vermillion leads 1-0. Hayden Christofferson heads into his second inning of work. He had a perfect first inning, striking out Schramm, getting Halber to fly out to Connor Peterson, and then getting Schwabach to ground out to Connor Peterson. Batting this inning for T will be Gavin Johnson, Carter Turek, and Dylan Larson. So again, last night Vermillion was 2 outs away from having a perfect game thrown against them. Tonight they get out and get 2 hits in that first inning, get a run across. That takes a lot of the pressure off to get that first run in. Hayden Christopherson has to feel pretty good about that. We'll see if he can take advantage of it. So again, Hayden Christopherson facing off with leadoff hitter Gavin Johnson, the right fielder. Christopherson winds and delivers. That's in for a strike. 0-1. Gotta love some of the chatter coming from the dugout. Sometimes more humorous than others. That is a little bit low. 1-1. Vermillion is good about keeping the chatter up and keeping the energy up, even last night. Okay, that was called a ball. Again, we're at an angle here. I can't tell inside, outside, but the height looked good. So 2-1. They called that ball 3. Katie says that should have been strike 2, and I'm like, yeah, I think so too. So 3-1 is the count to Gavin Johnson. On deck, catcher Carter Turek. Christopherson winds and delivers. Ooh. That one probably was out of the zone, but he checked his swing, fouled that off, and we now have a full count, 3-2. So payoff pitch coming up for Hayden Christopherson. And that is called strike 3. Johnson was trying to walk down to first. Sometimes I think umpires are a little irritated by that. And I think if they think it's borderline and you're going to make that assumptive move, I think they're going to call a strike on you. So 1 up, 1 down. That brings up catcher Carter Turek. On deck, designated hitter Dylan Larson. Fouled off, 0-1. Half pitch is out of the zone, 1-1. Carter Turek wearing the classic number 88. I don't know. I know football players that wear it. I don't know of any baseball players. That is outside, 2-1. Famous number 88, Lynn Swann of the famous Pittsburgh Steelers of the 1970s. 4-time Super Bowl champions, 74, 75, 78, and 79. That is lifted down the third base line, and that is foul, 2-2. Of course, I give out my cell phone number, 5858. So if you're a Steelers fan, it's Jack Lambert, Jack Lambert. That's all I'm saying. Famous middle linebacker for the Steelers. Here's Christopherson. Winds and delivers. Must have been a little inside, so second straight full count for Christopherson. And that's the one thing you need to remember. Pitch counts, pitch limits. So you hate too many full counts. Here's the wind-up and the delivery. That is grounded up the middle. Peterson slides to his left, fields cleanly, over to Moskowitz. And that is what Connor Peterson has done all year long. Made difficult plays look easy. So 2 up, 2 down. Here in the top half of the second, it brings up designated hitter Dylan Larson. On deck, left fielder Ben Vasika. Here's the first pitch. That's in for a strike. Strike 1. So Vermillion wearing all white uniforms with red numbers and letters and navy blue trim. That's strike 2. 0-2. They have the navy blue cap with the blue lid and the red lid and the red V, just like the one they gave me. So I'm sporting a team affiliated cap right now. All right, that one's high, 1-2. And then T is wearing nice uniforms, red jerseys with the blue lettering and white trim, white pants. And most of them have their stirrups pulled up, which is a nice look. Swing and a miss, but that gets past Haig. So there will be a throw down to first. And Moskowitz fields it cleanly. So another 1, 2, 3 inning. And that is Christofferson's third strikeout of the game. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on at the end of 1.5. It is Vermillion 1, T nothing. We'll be back with the bottom half of the second after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
Sherco in Vermillion is a full-service service center. Sherco LLC is an industry-leading supplier of tarp systems to the transportation industry and is located in Vermillion, South Dakota. Sherco Vermillion supports their customers in the agricultural, construction, waste, and flatbed markets. Become a part of the Sherco team. Go to sure-co.com, about us/careers. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Welcome back to Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, Vermillion leads 1-0 from Lennox, South Dakota. I am Michael Schumacher, and batting this inning for Vermillion will be Carter Hansen, Connor Rohrig, and Carson Preister. First pitch from Christensen is high, 1-0. That ball's chopped up the middle. Slow roller, but fielded well by the second baseman. Over to Williamson at first, and that will be the first out of the inning. 4-3 put out. And that'll bring up left fielder Connor Rohrig. As I mentioned, Connor will be student coaching Vermillion High School football in the fall and Vermillion High School basketball in the winter, as he will be attending the USD. He is currently coaching the 16U team for this Vermillion baseball team. Here's the first pitch from Christensen. That is fisted off the middle, and that is right back to Christensen. So that is a quick out. That brings up right fielder Carson Preister. On deck, pitcher Hayden Christofferson. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 0-1. That's in for strike two. 0-2. So Christensen looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss by Preister. It was not a dropped third strike. So that is the first strikeout of the game for Christensen. Quick second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. At the end of 2 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, it is Vermillion 1, T nothing. We'll be back with the third inning after this on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Visit our sleep experts at the Yankton Slumberland. With over 50 mattresses to choose from, we carry every price, free financing options, and the most trusted brands in the nation like Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. Snoring or lower back pain tormenting you? Seek relief with an adjustable power base. Fall asleep faster and cooler with our sheets and pillow selection. With a 120-night sleep trial, you can't make a mistake. See us today at the Yankton Slumberland, 2401 Broadway.
Safe means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday.
Welcome back to Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, Vermillion leads by a score of 1-0 as we head into the top half of the third inning. Batting this inning for T will be Ben Vasica, Boston Williamson, and Jake Lindgren. First pitch in the turf, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Christofferson gets on the rubber. Winds and delivers. That's in for a strike. 1-1. Ooh, just a little bit low. 2-1. Haig does a nice job of framing back there, but just was a little bit low. Haig, one of the best catchers. Great arm back there behind the plate. Hard to steal off. That's in for a strike. Evens the count at 2-2. Again, the loser of this game will is done for the season. The winner will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Winds and delivers. That is chopped in front of the plate. Fielded by Christofferson. Nice play by Christofferson over to Moskowitz. That is not an easy play for the pitcher to make, and Christofferson made it look easy. 1 up, 1 down here in the top half of the third inning. That'll bring up first baseman Boston Williamson. On deck, third baseman Jake Lindgren. Now, I remember Williamson from pitching against Vermillion in that first matchup, and wow, I'll be honest, as a Vermillion fan, I am glad he's not on the mound tonight. He is a great pitcher. He's a great first baseman, too. Great length, fielding a lot of throws in the dirt. Not a lot of throws, but when they're in the dirt, he's able to field those cleanly. Here's the first pitch, and that is out of the zone, 1-0. That pitch is in for a strike, 1-1. Yeah, Christofferson doing a nice job of not getting too far behind any batter. He's had a number of first pitch balls, but always followed it up with a strike. That pitch is low and outside, 2-1. On deck, third baseman Jake Lindgren. Beautiful night out at the park. The breeze coming through. Don't need the fan on tonight. It's really nice. Oh, high. Had Williamson ducking and covering there. 3-1. Don Baylor would have let that hit him. And that is ball 4. So T has their first base runner of the night as Williamson heads down to first base on a base on balls. That'll bring up third baseman Jake Lindgren. And then on deck, the top of the order, and Mason Schramm. Christofferson working from the stretch. First pitch is in for a strike to Jake Lindgren. 0-1. So T with their first base runner here in the top half of the third inning. Christofferson, first time working from the stretch. That ball is bunted out in front, fielded cleanly again by Christofferson. Makes the safe play over to first. So Williamson advances to second on the sacrifice by Lindgren. So with 2 down and a runner on second, that will bring up the top of the order. And second baseman Mason Schramm. So meeting on the mound, Coach Heisinger not coming out, so it's just a matter of who's covering what. They want to make sure they have all their ducks in a row with a runner in scoring position, how they want to field it, who the relay man is, just making sure you have everything set. So Hayden Christofferson now out on the mound all by himself as Mason Schramm comes up to bat. On deck, center fielder Tim Halber. Again, Schramm, he's had a number of nice plays out there at second base, fielding those cleanly. Ooh, that pitch looped in for a strike, 0-1. Christofferson, not a flamethrower, but does have a lot of movement on the ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That is chopped over to short, fielded by Peterson. Throw on the run, over to Moskowitz for the 6-3 putout. And that will do it for here in the third inning. Wow, I told you, Connor Peterson's defense is next level. I have not seen a shortstop, and I've seen some great shortstops this year. I have not seen one play better than Connor Peterson. In that inning, in the top half of the third, 14, no runs, no hits, definitely no errors, one runner left on base. At the end of 2.5, it is Vermillion 1, T nothing on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. We'll be back with the bottom half of the third inning after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
You ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers.
Last week, a guy walked into the UPS store in Vermillion. He did not notice the copiers, the printers, the mailboxes, the banners, the posters, not even the business and shipping supplies. It was like he had blinders on. Hi, this is Jay with the UPS store in Vermillion. Many people don't see everything we have to offer when they stop by the UPS store to ship their packages. They miss all the things we have, like printing, designing. We even offer notary services here at the UPS store, located on Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota. There is a delay. There is a turf issue there on the mound. So I wanted to come back to let you know that they are working on that. So that's why we are running some extra ads right now, because I don't have much to add. They're just working on the turf. So we'll be back shortly after these messages again. Vermillion leads 1-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota, as YMCA plays through the PA system. Looks like they are still working on the turf. I see somebody on a phone. That's not a good sign. If you're watching on the stream, obviously if you're hearing my voice, you have the stream up, but maybe you just have it playing in the background while you're doing dishes or doing laundry or something like that. They do not have, there's dirt on around the horn, around third, second, and first, but it is turf down the first baseline, third baseline, around home plate, and on the mound. So, there's a turf issue. It looks like right where the pitchers would be landing. So they have a tool out there, and they are working on that right now. That is a special tool. I'm not talking about anybody out there. Actually talking about the guy walking out with like a mechanism and a flattening tool, something like that. So just wanted to give you an update. We will be back shortly as we get ready for the bottom half of the third inning with Vermillion leading 1-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. I'm Michael Schumacher, and from Lenox, South Dakota, this is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and talents to make a difference. Whether it's improving local causes, fighting hunger, or supporting our local zoo, our team is dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those around us. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a part of the community, working together to make it a better place for everyone. Your community, your credit union. Voyage Federal Credit Union.
Your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Interior technicians.
Hey, Jerry. I've heard you are the best at fix-ups. I've got a single son who could really use a date.
That's not really the kind of fixing up we do.
Yeah, but he's really quite a catch.
We do lots of fixing up, but more along the lines of carpet cleaning, mold remediation, furnace cleaning. You know, things around the office building or house.
He does own his own house.
When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candies Couture, 17 West Main Street.
Welcome back to Lenox, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher. Again, on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, Vermillion leads 1-0 as we head into the bottom half of the third inning. They are working on that landing spot for the pitchers, something with the turf. Still working on it, so that is the reason for the delay. Again, this is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Again, the winner of this game will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. The loser, well, their season will be done. And then again, we also have a game that just started in Lesterville, as it is Freeman versus Wynot. We'll try to keep you up to date on that as well. I guess I should say I haven't seen it say it's gone live yet, so maybe I need to double check that they're doing okay over there. But they're still working on it. Christensen going to test it out here from the rubber. Wines, test pitch. They're going to call it good. All right, we are in. So here we go with the bottom half of the third inning, with Vermillion leading 1-0. Nope, they are live in Lesterville. So good for that. I did not receive an update that they are going live, so I need to double check that, why I didn't receive that notification. That's a little disconcerting. Should receive that, but here we are in Lenox as he does a couple of warm-up pitches just to finish things out, because he did not get to warm up before, so we will take a quick timeout. I know I've taken a lot of timeouts this inning, but I only have so much I can talk about. I'm sorry. Oh, nope, here we go. Cool. So, batting this inning for Vermillion will be number 4, Hayden Christofferson, and then the top of the order with Connor Peterson and Mikey Robe. Christensen on the mound. Looks in. winds and delivers. It's number 4 versus number 4. First pitch is high. Ball 1, 1-0. Again, Vermillion, before last night's loss, had won 4 in a row to close out the regular season. That pitch is a strike, 1-1 to Christofferson. And that ball is grounded up the middle. Slow roller, fielded at short. Oh, throw on the run. Oh, nice play there by Clayton Schwabach to get Christofferson by half a step at best. Fielded cleanly on a slow roller. Throws on the run. And those are the kind of plays you want to see out of your shortstop. So 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom half of the third inning. That'll bring up shortstop Connor Peterson, who's a defensive player in his own right, and then center fielder Mikey Robe. That pitch lifted down the right field line. That will be out of play. 0-1. Here's the pitch from Christensen. That is chopped up the middle as well. That's a slow roller. Fielded again by Johnson, and he had to double grip, and that ball gets past Williamson. Peterson heading to second. There will be a play over there, and he is safe. Safe at second, but we will see if that's ruled a hit or if that is ruled an error. I have to think they're going to rule it a hit. Well, they do have a third hit up there. Okay. It's hard to fault the shortstop on that one. I don't even know if he would have gotten Peterson even if he had fielded that cleanly out of the glove. So that is Peterson's second hit, and he is at second base with 1 down here in the bottom half of the third. First pitch to Robe is a strike, 0-1. On deck, second baseman Trey Hansen. Nope, they did call it ball. That's what I thought, but the scoreboard said strike. That pitch is fouled off, and that does count as a strike, so now it's 1-1. Robe reached on a fielder's choice. He bunted the ball in the air. Pitcher Christensen made an attempt at it in fair territory. Connor Peterson just kind of got caught off of first in no man's land. Christensen makes fakes a throw over to second. Vermillion bench wanted a balk. And that pitch is in for a strike, 1-2. I'll tell you, I've never understood the balk rule well enough to be able to say something was or wasn't. So you'll never hear me criticize an umpire for not calling something a balk. Christensen, 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Count remains 1-2. So hopefully you are enjoying the broadcast, no matter what you're doing while you're watching. That ball's grounded up the middle. Fielded by Johnson. Oh, no, that is good. That will be an error. He took his eyes off the ball, and that will be an error on the shortstop. He took his eyes off the ball. Peterson, he thought he might have Peterson at third as Peterson took off. But that will be an error. So now runners at first and third with 1 down for Vermillion here in the bottom half of the third inning. And that brings up second baseman Trey Hansen. Christensen working from the set. And that ball is low. 1-0. On deck, first baseman Jack Moskowitz. That ball bunted, foul for first strike, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on first and third for Trey Hansen as he faces Nate Christensen. On deck, first baseman Jack Moskowitz. Christensen comes set, comes home. That's in for a strike, and Robe will make it down to second. So that does eliminate the double play for all intents and purposes. Count is 1-2. See if Coach Heisinger has something drawn up here. That is high. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out in the bottom half of the third. That is pulled up the middle to Johnson. Oh, ho, ho. And they are calling him safe. Wow. They are calling him safe. I want him to be safe. I do. I am not quite sure. I thought that tag beat him. Now, Connor Peterson did a nice job of manipulating his body to try to avoid the tag, but I'll be honest. Man, if I had been the umpire, I think I probably would have been calling out, but he's a foot or two away. I'm 50 feet away. So that on the fielder's choice will score run number 2 for Vermillion. So now runners at first and third, with the score being 2-0. And Jack Moskowitz offers the bunt attempt. That does foul off. 0-1. Like I said, I want Connor Peterson to be safe. That was really close. That was really close. 0-1. And if that had been the other way around, and I'm a Vermillion fan, and I'm the one defensive, I would have been mad. So you can understand why manager came out for T. That pitch is high, and Trey Hansen will head down to second. So now the count is 1-1 with runners on second and third. Still just that 1 out here in the bottom half of the third inning. Pitches in the dirt, 2-1. And you just wonder, some of these pitches seem to be high, low. You wonder how much that turf, if there's still something wrong with it, if Christensen's a little affected mentally. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That is low, 3-1. A walk here would load the bases for catcher Tate Haig. Moskowitz had a sacrifice, so no official plate appearances yet today. But here's the 3-1 pitch, fouled off, full count. So full count for Jack Moskowitz. On deck, Tate Haig. Bases have runners at second and third in the form of Trey Hansen and Mikey Robe. And that pitch is fouled off out of play. We're going to do it all again. And just a reminder, you can go to our Facebook page for 101.5/1570 KVTK Sports Radio. And here's the payoff pitch. That is lifted high, foul, and out of play. We'll do this again. But you can go to that Facebook page. Had a link from yesterday that showed the link to Coach Heisinger's Amazon wish list. He is revamping his classroom as he has a new classroom this year. And if you'd like to buy something, I know it'd be much appreciated. Otherwise, it's out-of-pocket expense for him. Here's the payoff pitch from Christensen. That is high. Bases are now loaded. So runners at every base with 1 down. Now you could look at it. It does offer a force at every base as well, but we are going to have a meeting at the mound. So we'll take a quick timeout with Vermillion leading 2-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We'll be back after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
You are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills. We'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermillion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota. The meeting on the mound is done. Umpire's still out there talking to Christensen. Not quite sure what's going on, but coming up to bat for Vermillion is Tate Haig. Again, just as a recap, it is 2-0. Vermillion leads on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Vermillion Post 1 Baseball is brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Bases are loaded. Moskowitz at first, Hansen at second, and Robe at third. That ball gets past the catcher, and Robe, with his speed, he will be in safely. Every runner advances a base, and now Vermillion leads 3-0 here in the bottom half of the third inning. Again, I just have to wonder if that turf is affecting Christensen. Even just the mental aspect of it can affect how you pitch. Here's the windup and the delivery. That's in for strike one. 1-1. And I'm not giving him excuses, but pitching is such a mental game. Must have been a little inside. 2-1. So now it's Hansen at second, Moskowitz at first. 2 balls, 1 strike. That pitch lifted foul. 2-2. So now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ooh, just a little high. Full count yet again for Christensen. On deck, third baseman Carter Hansen. So Tate Haig. Tate grounded out to second his first time up. Looking to get on board this time. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is Christensen's second strikeout of the game. That is out number 2 of the inning. So now with runners on second and third, with 2 down, that brings up third baseman Carter Hansen, who grounded out to second to lead off the second. To everyone joining us on the stream, thank you so much. We appreciate your support. Here's the pitch from Christensen. That is low, but Turek does a nice job keeping that from getting past him. So 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Hansen at third, Moskowitz at second. First base is open. That's in for a strike, 1-1. On deck is left fielder Connor Rohrig. Hansen dives back into third. Got to get that uniform dirty. Doesn't feel right unless you have dirt on it. That's the baseball way. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's in for a strike. 1-2. All right, Christensen looking to try to get out of this inning with only 2 runs getting across. With bases loaded and 1 out, damage could be a lot worse. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That is in for a called strike 3. And Christensen pitches himself out of a jam. In the inning, though, 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, 2 runners left on base. At the end of 3, it's Vermillion 3, T nothing on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We'll be back with the 4th inning after this on Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermillion. Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and with the 6-wheel drive and low-range transfer case, they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is teaming up with Clark's Rentals in Yankton, bringing you a wide range of hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more to get the job done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment for all your concrete needs, and Clark's Rentals, your rental equipment headquarters.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher, where the Vermillion Post 1 leads 3-0 over T Post 266 Tincaps. Hayden Christofferson on the mound. He has faced 1 over the minimum so far. He'll face this inning center fielder Tim Halber, shortstop Clayton Schwabach, and right fielder Gavin Johnson. Again, Vermillion, some good pitching from Christopherson, some good defense out there as the ball gets past the second baseman on the throwdown. But great defense out there. Connor Peterson doing a nice job. The outfield doing a great job. Moskowitz doing some nice fielding at first. Connor Peterson at short. Not too many others have had to deal with anything. It's been a fly out to short, a ground out to short, a ground out to short, a ground out to short, ground out to the pitcher. That's been it. And there's a hit back to the pitcher. One pitch in. One up, one down on the 1-3 putout. So quickly, one down here in the fourth inning. Brings up shortstop Clayton Schwabach. Schwabach grounded out to Connor Peterson, his last time up. That is ball one, 1-0. On deck, right fielder Gavin Johnson. You know it's politics season when I keep wanting to say Gavin Newsom. Here's the wind and the delivery, and that is in the dirt, 2-0. That's a rarity today for Hayden Christopherson, getting behind by 2 pitches. Takes a moment, steps off the rubber, now steps back on. He's been a nice addition pitching-wise this season. Here's the wind and the delivery, and that is grounded down the third baseline. Ooh, just past Carter Hansen. And that will probably get ruled an error, I would guess. Yes. Hot shot, but probably have to get in front of it, unfortunately. So that will be an E5. So T still looking for their first hit, but they have their second base runner. So with Vermillion leading 3-0, T now has a base runner for Gavin Johnson. On deck, catcher Carter Turek. Swing and a miss. Strike one, 0-1. Again, the winner of this game will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And that is outside and low, 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike two, 1-2. To Gavin Johnson, runner on first with one down here in the top half of the fourth inning. Catcher Carter Turek on deck. Ooh, could not get that strike called. Evens the count at 2-2. So Christopherson comes set, comes home, swing and a miss. Strike three. That is the second out of the inning. That is Christopherson's fourth strikeout of the game, and that will bring up catcher Carter Turek. Turek, part of that play that T disagreed with. Vermillion agreed that Connor Peterson got in safely at home. So Turek would like to try to make up for that here. Grounded out to short his first time up. First pitch in, and there's a throw down to second, and he is out. He is out. That's what I tell you. Tate Haig is a weapon there behind the plate. Not too many catchers are going to make that throw, as Clayton Schwabach has some great speed out there, but he is thrown out trying to steal second and reaches the minimum of 3. In the inning, no runs, no hits, 1 error, nobody left on base. At the end of 3.5, it is a Vermillion 3, T nothing. We'll be back with the bottom half of the fourth inning after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. I'm Michael Schumacher. We'll be right back.
Your crew is craving Pizza Ranch? It's easy to order online at pizzaranch.com. Online ordering makes it fast and easy to order craveable crispy ranch chicken or build your favorite pizza exactly how you like it. And now, for even more convenience, place your favorite order with just one tap. So when you're craving pizza or the country's best chicken, go to PizzaRanch.com and start your order. For craveable food and convenient online ordering, there's so much to love at Pizza Ranch.
For the Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack Vermillion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's doubled with the Perks card from Pump and Pack Vermillion.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher as we are bringing you some post-1 baseball. Win or go home is the motto tonight. Loser will go home. Winner plays at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Vermillion currently leads 3-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Coming up here in the bottom half of the 4th inning will be Connor Rohrig, Carson Preister, and Hayden Christofferson. They will still be facing Nate Christensen, who struggled last inning. I'm not quite sure if it was the turf issue, but came back at the end to shut down Vermillion. That pitch to Rohrig, a little inside, 1-0. Last inning, if you weren't here, ended on a throw down to second on a stolen base attempt by Tate Haig that not too many catchers at this level are making. So Tate Haig, great behind the plate. Count is now 2-0 to Connor Rohrig. That is high, 3-0. Here's the wind and the delivery. That's in for a strike, 3-1. It takes a ball being so outside the zone that an umpire can't justify it to get a 4-pitch walk. It really does. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That is outside and low. So Connor Rohrig is aboard with a base on balls. And Connor has some good speed, could be a threat to steal. That brings up right fielder Carson Preister. On deck, pitcher Hayden Christofferson. That ball bunted right back to the pitcher. Fielded cleanly. Throw over to second to get the lead runner, and that will be it. Carson Preister will be aboard by a fielder's choice. Connor Rohrig taken down on the force play. Probably a little too much oomph on that bunt. The pitcher was able to field it cleanly, fairly close to the mound. So now 1 down and 1 on. As Hayden Christofferson comes up looking to help his own cause here. Grounded out to short back in the 3rd, which I guess is just last inning. Christensen pitches a first pitch strike, 0-1. Christensen may be finding his rhythm here in the 4th inning. Looks over at first. Preister, not really a threat to steal. That pitch a little high, 1-1. So here's the 1-1 pitch with 1 on, 1 out from Christensen. Throw over to first. Not in time. Preister back cleanly. On deck, shortstop Connor Peterson in the top of the order. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th. That is ball number 2, 2-1. Ruins our nice rhythm there for numbers. Now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out. As Christensen looks in. Again, Christofferson grounded out to short his first time up. That pitch is jammed off the inside, and that is fielded by Boston Williamson. So now 2 down here in the bottom half of the 4th. That'll bring up Connor Peterson, who has 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles. Connor Peterson on deck, center fielder Mikey Robe. So Peterson singled in the first and singled in the third, and eventually came around to score. Here's the throw down to second. I will admit it, I did not think Carson Preister was a threat to steal, and he heard me, I think, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to show you, because he got a nice jump there, and he is now at second. That pitch was a ball, 1-0 to Connor Peterson. I'll admit it, I was wrong. It doesn't happen that often, so savor the flavor. 1-1. I know people are listening like, you're wrong all the time. I think you're wrong. All right, here's the pitch. Ooh, swing, and I think it was foul-tipped, maybe, but either way, it's now 1-2 to Peterson. Christensen looking to get out of this inning. Not the cleanest of innings, but if he can get out without a run scoring, he'll be happy. And that pitch is lifted out in the left center field, and that is going to be fielded out there by Tim Halber. I told you Halber can cover a lot of ground. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, one runner left on base. At the end of 4, it's Vermillion 3, T0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. We'll be back with more Post 1 Baseball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
Sherco in Vermillion is a full-service service center. Sherco LLC is an industry-leading supplier of tarp systems to the transportation industry and is located in Vermillion, South Dakota. Sherco Vermillion supports their customers in the agricultural, construction, waste, and flatbed market. Become a part of the Sherco team. Go to sure-co.com, about us/careers. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Visit our sleep experts at the Yankton Slumberland. With over 50 mattresses to choose from, we carry every price, free financing options, and the most trusted brands in the nation like Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. Snoring or lower back pain tormenting you? Seek relief with an adjustable power base. Fall asleep faster and cooler with our sheets and pillow selection. With a 120-night sleep trial, you can't make a mistake. See us today at the Yankton Slumberland, 2401 Broadway.
Welcome back to Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Vermillion leads 3-0. Batting this inning for T-Post 266 will be Carter Turek, Dylan Larson, and Ben Vasika. Pitch is high, 1-0. Strike one, 1-1. Again, Hayden Christopherson, nice game so far. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, another batter reached by error. That pitch is in the dirt, 2-1. So nice, efficient game for him so far, and exactly what you want to see in a postseason game. You'd love to see him get a complete game, not ruin any pitch counts for anybody else. You'd love to get the win. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 2-2. That's what happens with these tournaments, is you have these pitch counts, and so it becomes a game of Jenga a little bit with your pitchers at times. That pitch laced up the middle, and that will be the first hit of the game for T. And it comes at the hands of Carter Turek. So now a runner on first with nobody out here in the top half of the 5th inning. Brings up designated hitter Dylan Larson. On deck, left fielder Ben Vasika. So Christofferson working from the stretch. Comes home, and that is strike one, 0-1. Larson struck out in the second inning in his only at-bat. That ball grounded up the middle, fielded by Hansen. Over to Peterson for one. Over to Moskowitz for two. That's the defense I've been telling you about. That 4-6-3 putout was a thing of beauty. And now it's two down with nobody on for left fielder Ben Vasika. Vasika grounded back to the pitcher to lead off the third. On deck, first baseman Boston Williamson. That's in for a strike, 0-1. Again, grounded up the middle, fielded by Hansen. Over to Moskowitz. So technically, it's another 1-2-3 inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, nobody left on base. At the end of 4.5, it is Vermillion 3, T nothing. As we come back with the bottom half of the fifth after this is Post 1 Baseball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Save means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota, as we head into the bottom half of the fifth inning with Vermillion leading T by a score of 3-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This is Post 1 Baseball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Hayden Christofferson might be the story of the game, though, for Vermillion, as he just gave up his first hit in the last inning, but pitching so well. Nate Christensen, first pitch to Mikey Robe is a ball, 1-0. Vermillion not getting a ton of hits, 3 hits on the game, but timely, and putting them together with a couple of fielders' choices and some stolen bases to manufacture a few runs. Pitch is fouled off, 1-1. That ball's grounded up the middle, fielded there by, tossed over to Williamson, but that was fielded there by Schramm. Fielded cleanly, and a 4-3 putout. We've seen some really nice defense tonight. That'll bring up second baseman Trey Hansen with one down. So Trey Hansen reached on a fielder's choice in the third, doubled in the first. That pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. On deck, first baseman Jack Moskowitz. Here's the pitch from Christensen. Swing and a miss, 0-2. That ball grounded between short. Oh, no. Fielded it short. Long throw. Not in time, and he was unable to field it cleanly at first anyhow, but I think he was safe. So that is a kind of an infield single for Trey Hansen. That'll bring up first baseman Jack Moskowitz. So that is the fourth hit of the game for Vermillion. So now with the runner on first, that brings up first baseman Jack Moskowitz, who walked in the third and sacrificed in the first, so he has no official plate appearances. That ball is laced out into right field, and that will be caught. Nice play out there by the right fielder, Gavin Johnson. Covered a lot of ground to reach that. Moskowitz, I thought for sure had a hit out there, but ends up being a long fly out. Hansen thought it was a bit of a hit too, unable to advance. So now with 2 down, runner still on first. That brings up catcher Tate Haig. Hansen heading down to second, but that is fisted off the inside of the bat. Haig will have that fielded by the second baseman Schramm in shallow right field. So, in the inning, no runs, but 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base at the end of 5. Vermillion leads 3-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Remember, win or go home tonight. We'll be back after these messages on Vermillion Streaming on YouTube.
You ready to start a career with an exciting team? ThermoBond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. ThermoBond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers!
Last week, a guy walked into the UPS store in Vermillion. He did not notice the copiers, the printers, the mailboxes, the banners, the posters, not even the business and shipping supplies. It was like he had blinders on. Hi, this is Jay with the UPS store in Vermillion. Many people don't see everything we have to offer when they stop by the UPS store to ship their packages. They miss all the things we have, like printing, designing. We even offer notary services here at the UPS store, located on Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota, as Hayden Christofferson will face Boston Williamson, Jake Lindgren, and Mason Schramm. First 2 pitches to Williamson in 4 strikes. Quickly 0-2. That is low. 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is Hayden's 5th strikeout of the game, and the first out of the inning. That again brings up third baseman Jake Lindgren, and then the top of the order and Mason Schramm. First pitch to Jake Lindgren is a ball, 1-0. That is inside, 2-0. So 3-0 count to Jake Lindgren. That pitch is in for a strike. 3-1. Like I said, rare do you get a 3-pitch strike and rare do you get a 4-pitch walk. Umpires hate to do that. So here's the 3-1 pitch from Christofferson. Fouled off, full count, 3-2. And that is fouled off, out of play. We're going to do this again. Payoff pitch coming up from Hayden Christofferson. Here it is, 3-2 pitch, and that is in the dirt. That will be a walk, a base runner for T. And with it just being a 3-run game, every base runner is important. So Lindgren heads down to first. That brings up second baseman Mason Schramm. Again, Schramm, a left-handed batter for this team. That ball grounded up the middle. Peterson fields cleanly. Over to Hansen for one. Over to first. No, that does pull Moskowitz off the base. So they do get the lead runner. Schramm, aboard by a fielder's choice, brings up center fielder Tim Halber. So now runner at first with 2 down for center fielder Halber. On deck, shortstop Clayton Schwabach. Hayden Christofferson just at 70 pitches. Not a bad night so far for Hayden at all. So with 2 down here in the top half of the 6th, Christofferson comes set, comes home, and that is ball 1, 1-0. Moskowitz holding the runner, not much of a lead over there. When you're not the tying or lead run, you might as well play it safe at first. So that ball is fouled off. Count is 1-1. So no Minnesota Twins baseball tonight. No Chicago Cubs baseball tonight. But we do have baseball in Lesterville, South Dakota, as Amateur Baseball District 6B tournament ramps up. There's a throw over to first, not in time. And that can be found over on 5 Star streaming on YouTube. Joe Van Gore and Zach Spear on the call over there. And the score is currently 4-0 in the bottom of the 3rd in favor of Freeman over Wynot. That pitch is ruled not in the strike zone. 2-1. So we will be covering all of Post 1's remaining games. We will be covering all of the South Central League games. That can be found on 5 Star streaming or Vermillion streaming until we get to state for the amateur baseball. As Hayden Christofferson steps off, fakes the throw over to first. 2-1. 2 down with the runner on first for Tim Halber, and that is grounded up the middle, fielded cleanly by Hansen, and he will step on second for the putout. So, again, in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. At the end of 5.5, it is Vermillion 3, T nothing. We head into the bottom half of the 6th with Vermillion taking up Carter Hansen, Connor Rohrig, and Carson Preister. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 6th after these messages. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota. Michael Schumacher here as we head into the bottom half of the sixth inning. Carter Hansen, Connor Rohrig, and Carson Preister facing Nate Christensen. First pitch from Christensen to Hansen is in for a strike, 0-1. Vermillion leads 3-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Tonight is win or go home. Winner will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And that pitch is high, 1-1. Two and 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Carter Hansen. Leadoff batter here in the sixth inning for Vermillion. And that pitch is in for a strike, 2-2. Hansen struck out looking in the third and grounded out to second in the second. Here's the pitch from Christensen. Grounded deep short. And he is not going to have a chance to get Hansen. That will be an infield single for Carter Hansen, who now is 1 for 3 on the night. That is Vermillion's 5th hit of the game. 6th hit of the game, sorry. So now runner on first for Connor Rohrig. We'll see if Rohrig tries to bunt Hansen over. Getting to 4 runs is huge. Means that the base is loaded and a grand slam still only ties it. A lot of comfort in that. Christensen comes set in the stretch. And Rohrig shows bunt but does not offer. 1-0. That is high, 2-0. Hey, if you're looking for something to do some weekend, make your way over to Pickstown. Pickstown Museum is open on the weekends. Great place. There's an exhibit to Sitting Bull there. There's an exhibit to the old Pick Theater. The school exhibit is cool with the center court at the old scoreboard. The buzzer still works. They have the letter jackets. All of the newspapers and annuals are there as well. In the theater part, you will see a picture of my grandfather, Albert Harvey, and my uncle Dick Harvey. Here's a pitch from Nate Christensen, 3-0, and that will be a 4-pitch walk. So now we have runners at first and second. So again, Pickstown Museum, free will offering. So feel free to drop something in the plate there. Maybe I can talk Katie into going to Pickstown sometime. We'll go to the museum. While you're there, you can also go to the old Fort Randall Chapel. You can go to the Visitor Center for the dam. And they are doing some maneuvering here on the infield, and to no avail. A lot of chatter from this Vermillion dugout. I'm not quite sure what they're saying, but it sounds fun. That pitch bunted behind the pitcher. Will there be a play at first? He does make the play at first. Just in time, but that was a perfect bunt by Preister. He almost beat it out. Sacrifice moves both runners over. So now runners at second and third. Well done by Carson Preister to get that bunt beyond the pitcher. He had nowhere else to go but to first. So now runners at second and third with 1 down for pitcher Hayden Christofferson. Again, he would love to help his case here. But Pickstown is a wonderful weekend excursion. That pitch is laced into deep right field. That should be deep enough to score Hansen. Or Carter Hansen comes home. There will be a play at the plate, and he is safe. He is safe with the 4th run of the game for Vermillion. So runners now at first. A runner at second on the sacrifice by Christofferson. And Vermillion now leads 4-0 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. That is a huge insurance run for this Post 1 team. That will bring up the top of the order and Connor Peterson. Good crowd in the stands tonight. Both teams well represented here. First pitch for Peterson is a strike, 0-1. But I am a big proponent for Pickstown, so we'll see if I can talk her into going. She's kind of a stick in the mud, but we'll see. Here's the pitch from Christensen. That is laced down. Oh, Boston Williamson making a beautiful play down the first baseline to rob Peterson of what might have been an extra base hit. So that was lined to the first baseman. But in the inning, 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. 1 runner left on base. At the end of 6, Vermillion now leads 4-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. T Area needs to plate 4 runs to continue this game. If not, Vermillion goes on to play at 4 o'clock tomorrow, and T Area will go home. So we'll be right back after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. This is Vermillion Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and talents to make a difference. Whether it's improving local causes, fighting hunger, or supporting our local zoo, our team is dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those around us. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a part of the community, working together to make it a better place for everyone. Your community, your credit union. Voyage Federal Credit Union.
Your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher, as we are in the top of the 7th. First pitch to... Oops. You know what? I switched the sheets, and then I switched them back because I was distracted. I thought I didn't do that. No, I did do that. So first pitch to Clayton Schwabach was fouled off for strike 1. Next pitch is out of the zone, evens the count at 1-1. So again, as I mentioned, Post 1 Baseball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Hayden Christofferson has gone the distance so far for Vermillion, and that pitch is lifted high into shallow right field, and nobody's able to get to it. Like wee Willie Keeler used to say, hit it where they ain't, and that's what Schwabach did. That is a single for Clayton Schwabach, a base runner for T, and that'll bring up right fielder Gavin Johnson. Johnson on the day with 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging. He'd love to change that. On deck is catcher Carter Turek. As I was saying, Hayden Christofferson has gone the distance for Vermillion. 6 innings. He's given up 1 hit, and well, now 2. Comes set, delivers. Ooh, ball 1, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Christofferson. That's lifted out into center field. Mikey Robe goes back, grabs it, and nope, Schwabach will not advance. Johnson is out on a fly ball to center field. 2 outs remaining for T, and that brings up number 2, or catcher, number 88, Carter Turek. He is 1 for 2 tonight. So 1 on, 1 out for Carter Turek. On deck, designated hitter Dylan Larson. Ball 1, 1-0. Pickstown used to be a bustling metropolis. Had about 5,000 people there when the Air Force Base was there, when the power plant was in full force. In fact, they had a hospital that one Linda Harvey was born at. That is ball 2, 2-0. State-of-the-art school that was eventually torn down as well. But they have a nice map at the museum of where everything was located. Here's the 2-0 pitch coming up from Christofferson to Turek. That is in for a strike. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Just like number 21 down there. That's a ball. 3-1. Here's a 3-1 pitch from Christofferson. 1 out, 1 on. Here in the top half of the 7th. Ooh, that was close, but ruled a ball. So now 2 runners aboard. This is what I meant. This is why that 4th run was so important, because a home run here doesn't even tie the game. So we will have a timeout here, as they do have a meeting on the mound with the runners now at first and second. 1 down and 2 on. We'll take a quick timeout as well. This is Post 1 Base.
Interior technicians.
Hey, Jerry. I've heard you are the best at fix-ups. I've got a single son who could really use a date.
That's not really the kind of fixing up we do.
Yeah, but he's really quite a catch.
We do lots of fixing up, but more along the lines of carpet cleaning, mold remediation, furnace cleaning. You know, things around the office building or house.
He does own his own house.
When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candies Couture, 17 West Main Street.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota, as Hayden Christofferson deals to Dylan Larson, and that pitch gets past Tate Haig. We now have runners at second and third with 1 down. Things are starting to get interesting. Count is 1-0. Vermillion leads 4-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, but things are getting interesting. That pitch is in for a strike, though. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2. On deck is left fielder Ben Vasika. Now Dylan Larson struck out swinging in the second and grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the 5th. Pitches popped up high. Will it stay in play? Carter Hansen tracking. And Carter Hansen makes the play. And there's going to be a play at the plate for a double play, and he is out! And that will be the game! Carter Hansen to Tate Haig. That was Joe Mauer-esque catcher play right there. Holy moly, that is going to be a replay that people will watch forever. Holy moly. Carter Hansen with the heads-up play in foul territory. And then to get the ball to Tate Haig. Tate Haig with the athleticism to knock out the runner Clayton Schwabach trying to score. Wow. That is one of the best plays I have seen all season. That is a 5-2 double play, which I don't know how often you ever see that. In that inning, no runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 runner left on base, and in the game, Vermillion will win 4-0. We'll be back with our post-game wrap-up to kind of talk about tomorrow as well. After this, this is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher, and we'll be right back on Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
Pied Piper, the sign says it all. Flowers and gifts. The store is bustling with something new all the time. There are flowers for any occasion, weddings, anniversary, birthday, or just to say I love you. There's coffee, soups, dips, and sweets. Need to give someone a chuckle? The socks say it all. Home decor, candles, jewelry, memorial items are all found at your gift store of Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, corner of 15th and Broadway in Yankton. You can also shop online, and best of all, we deliver too.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family, from pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Need a new set of tires? Look to Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. How about some accessories like WeatherTech floor mats, access roll-up truck covers, bed liners, remote car starters, and thousands of other products. Hey, you can look at everything at your convenience online too at carlsonsbodyshop.com. No wonder the song says,
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop, your complete car care center.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermillion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermillion.
Welcome back to Lennox, South Dakota. What an ending. I'm Michael Schumacher. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Hopefully you can come back and watch that ending. That is amazing. Carter Hansen with a great play to field a pop-up down the third baseline, and then the heads-up play to get that ball to Tate Haig to get the runner running down from third, tagging, and the athleticism of Tate Haig, akin to that Joe Mauer play that we've seen so much over the last week since his induction ceremony at the Hall of Fame. What a great way and what great momentum for this team heading into tomorrow's action. So first we're going to recap tonight's game. For T area, they ended up with no runs on 2 hits. They committed 2 errors, and they left 3 runners on base. Of their 2 hits, one was for Clayton Schwabach, and the other one was Carter Turek. They were held hitless until the 5th inning when Turek got that hit. And then for Vermillion, and then pitching-wise for Nate Christensen, he went the full 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, only gave up 5 hits, or 6 hits. His defense had 2 errors behind him, so he didn't pitch poorly. Just a little bit of bad luck, plus when your team gets shut out, it is hard to get a victory. For Vermillion, again, 4 runs on 6 hits. They committed 1 error. A nice game for them. Some great defense out there, some timely double plays. And again, encapsulated by that closing play with Carter Hansen making the amazing play down the third baseline, getting the ball to Tate Haig. Tate making a Joe Mauer-esque play at home. So, Vermillion does win 4-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Again, this is Post 1 Baseball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. They will play tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So let's take a look at how this is all fleshed out so far for the Region 3B tournament. If I can get that to pull up here. Meanwhile, I should mention Freeman is up 4-0 in the bottom of the fourth in the District 6B Amateur Baseball Tournament. But for this Region 3B tournament, Vermillion will now play tomorrow at 4 o'clock. They will play Lennox again. So they will play Lennox again tomorrow. Lennox is the team who beat them last night, and Lennox beat them in extra innings about 2 weeks ago. So they will play Lennox at 4 o'clock. Now, if they win that game, they will play tomorrow night at 7. So if they win, they will turn around and play another game right after. So we will be on the air about 3:30, maybe 3:45, and we'll see how long we stay on the air. As we can see over in the T dugout, handshakes and hugs as their season has come to an end. Vermillion gets to live on to play at least one more game. We'll see if they play 2. But if Vermillion wins tomorrow against Lennox, they will play the winner. They will play EPJ if they win tomorrow. So that is the way it fleshes out. I'm going to call it a night. This has been Post 1 Baseball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Again, Vermillion wins 4-0 over T to win the season series 2-1 as well. We'll be back on the air here on Vermillion Streaming by 4 o'clock, about 3:45 tomorrow from our perch here in Lennox as well. Well, alongside Katie Luede, I am Michael Schumacher. This has been Post 1 Baseball on Vermillion Streaming. We will talk to you again tomorrow as the season continues on for this Vermillion Post 1 team. You guys have a great night. Love you, and we will talk to you then.